This one is so complicated. Selena Gomez is responding to what Eugenio Derbez had to say about her performance in Emilia Pérez. Let me break it down for you.
Complicado.
Eugenio is a very famous Mexican actor, and he basically said that Selena Gomez's performance in Emilia Pérez was indefensible, specifically because of her Spanish. I've been covering this film since September. This is me interviewing Selena twice for this movie. His main complaint, along with who he was speaking with, they both said that they had moments of looking at the person that they were watching the film with being like, oh my goodness, her accent is so bad. Like, how are people not laughing at her accent? It takes you out of the movie a little bit because it's not an authentic Mexican accent. Selena commented, I understand where you're coming from. I'm sorry, I did the best I could with the time I was given. Doesn't take away from how much work and heart I put into this movie. So this is where we get a response to Selena's response. He said he apologizes for his careless comments. They're indefensible and go against everything I stand for. As Latinos, we should always support one another. There's no excuse. I was wrong and I deeply admire your career and your kind heart. Emilia Pérez deserves to be celebrated, not diminished by my thoughtless remarks. Emilia Pérez is a film based in Mexico. Keep that in mind. Selena Gomez is from America, but she has Mexican heritage. Zoe Saldana is Puerto Rican and Dominican Republic. Carla, who plays Emilia Pérez, is from Spain. So none of them are directly from Mexico and have Mexican accents. Jacques is the director. These two, Zoe and Carla, both had to fight for their role. Once Selena Gomez entered the chat, it was a done deal because of who she is overall. She did have to audition for it so that we're all on the same page. I'm gonna play for you exactly what Jacques, the director, said about Selena when he met.
La rencontre à New York un matin. Et c'est vrai que quand je la vois, j'hésite pas. Voilà. C'est un coup de foudre.
Jacques speaks a bit of English, doesn't speak much Spanish, so you can understand how that might come into play with the overall language barrier. But this isn't the first time that he's worked on a film outside of his native language, which is French. Zoe and Selena both had conversations with Jacques prior to filming the movie, where Zoe said, look, I'm Dominican, I don't look Mexican. I need to make this known in the movie that I am Dominican because otherwise this is inauthentic. Selena Gomez also has a conversation with Jacques being like, look, I'm Mexican American, I don't speak Spanish fluently, I don't speak it very often, I can understand it a lot more. And he's like, okay, cool, you're Chicana, let's go with a Spanglish type.
I'm really glad that we were able to make her Latin American.
Selena said that she hired a dialect coach, but she just didn't have enough time in order for her accent to become authentic. No, that's where people are gonna come out and be like, then hire someone who's from Mexico, then hire someone who speaks Spanish. Here's the thing, Jacques, this man right here who put the whole movie together, specifically wanted Selena Gomez.
We did do some auditions with Selena, but I fell in love with her at first sight one morning in a cafe in New York.
Any other role was a little more up for grabs. That's why they developed her role into making it a Mexican-American character. You know what this whole conversation reminds me of? A Puerto Rican who played a Chicana who both got made fun of for their Spanish.
They don't accept us with it. They never have.
Hello, we're Mexican.
No, we are Mexican-American, and they don't like Mexican-American.
That's all saying one
and they can
accent.
be mean, and they can tear us apart over there.
Oh,
Selena's
right.
Spanish is...
What about my Spanish? I've been singing in Spanish for 10 years. It's perfect.
Singing, yes, but when you speak it a little funny. And down there, you got to speak perfectly, or the press will eat you up and spit you out alive. I've seen them do it. Being Mexican-American is tough. Anglos jump all over you if you don't speak English perfectly. Mexicans jump all over you if you don't speak Spanish perfectly. We got to be twice as perfect as anybody else. We got to prove to the Mexicans how Mexican we are, and we got to prove to the Americans how American we are. We got to be more Mexican than the Mexicans and more American than the Americans, both at the same time. It's exhausting.
Sound familiar?